Kobkarn. How are you today?
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Fine, thank you. So this is the first, or after the opening. So this is the first business day of TTM Plus 2017, and it seems to be very active. And we have bigger number of buyers coming from around the world. I think more than 20% in increment from last year. And about the sellers also about 5 to 8% increase.
Let's talk about your quickly from the tourism talk yesterday, people to people, heart to heart, passion. I mean, of course, generally you're coming from the business world. You're a businesswoman, and for us, we're really quite impressed with that in the way that you position Thailand in a very good way. It must be very hard for you. That's why you become very emotional.
Yes. I think from time to time, I need to remind myself, need to remind our team, and maybe need to let people know our mission and our standing point. Because otherwise, people will say, "Oh, you have achieved 32 something million. You are going to be like 34, 35. When are you going to reach 40?" That kind of thing, and we want to make sure that everyone understand us that at the end of the day, we want quality tourism to our country with sustainable growth. It doesn't mean that we neglect all the figures. Of course, we need revenue because at the moment, it will continue to be so in not only in Thailand and some other countries, that revenue coming from tourism will be a big part of the economy of the country, and it will be direct income to a lot of people's home, and so therefore we need to support that, but we need to remind whoever who start to enjoy this that if you tend to think in the future that okay, I have big number now, I have more income now, then how to get more, then that you might lose yourself, you might lose your identity. If you maximize profit, you will not do certain things. You will not think about wastewater. You will not think about how to take care of other community. Why do I need to share? I will lower the cost, maximize the visitors. I will not give to anyone. Only me want. And then we will lose everything at the end.
And that's the mentality of a businesswoman where, like, yes, you get caught up with figures, you get caught up with numbers, but at the end of the day, as you said yesterday, the rich become richer, and the poorest they're poorer. Where's the result?
I am quite sure. At the moment, tourism has started to reduce the gap. We are now touching more smaller towns. We are touching more unknown people. We are now touching many villages. And we are now touching more the agriculture sectors, that they can sell more fruits, they can sell more rice, they can sell more vegetable, they can sell more textile, handicraft to tourists. And that is something that we want to increase. And I think that is why this TTM Plus is special. You can notice that we are bringing in more people that you might think that they are not 100% connected to tourism, but actually they are. Indirectly, if we think and if we do this, expand this more, that the hotel use more of the local product. And the local product they are now developing, or if you help them, it can become very cool, very modern, or according to the style that you want, but still keep the identity of your community. They get more money together with you.
Exactly. That connects to my question. As the TAT is focusing more on unique Thai local experiences, do you think that the successful Built Up campaign can also play a part in this campaign? The One Tap, One Tambun product.
Okay. It has been started for quite some time.
Yes.
It is linked. And that is why we invite many of them. And they have been a big part in the growth of our industry. But we also work together with them. It's not only just trading. We talk to them together that do you know that this is your spirit? Maybe they are doing very well, then we say that yes, go ahead with this. We want this, and we will buy this. Or something that we will tell them, this feel you might like it, but it doesn't seem to be like you. You better find something more authentic, something that you have but you overlook. You tend to think that this is out of date or ไม่สวยเชย that kind of thing. But actually, it is really cool.
At the end of the day, it's also really bringing more work to the people.
Yes.
It goes back wealth
ค่ะ
distribution, income, and everything. Because we've seen a lot of numbers. We've seen a lot of tourists coming in, but there are still jobless people. You know, and that's why the message that you come across yesterday is wealth distribution. You know, we don't do it for the money. Also, it unites people. That's a very good message because not many people understand about why tourism is only about just selling, but it connects through the whole people there.
And I think most important thing, but maybe only to myself, tourism will bring pride
Yeah,
of their hometown.
yeah,
And this is a thing that, especially the young generation, we cannot gloom up tourism or anything for the country if you no longer there. If the young generation will no longer be there, they prefer online and they want to be like New York and they want to be like London, they want to be like Tokyo. And what is left of us? And so therefore, so the local tourism and the spirit that we have been grooming up, and it has been very successful. And you start to see young generation are now working together with us.
very entrepreneurial now.
The gap between not only the super rich and the very poor, the gap between the age reduced.
Absolutely.
Now working together in our industry and together with like Chamber of Commerce, we are now welcome. They have the young group called YEC, Young Entrepreneur Chamber.
Correct,
We are
yeah.
working with them.
The SME, I mean, the government has been very supportive with the SME, and it's very good. Like the young generation is very entrepreneurial.
And they return home.
Yes.
And you can see them that they start to have interest in tourism more, and they start to have interest because I think they can see some sense in business. But then at the same time, they feel proud
Yes.
of being not only just the word Thai. They are proud. I am Chiang Mai.
Yes.
I am Chiang Rai.
Yes.
I am Phra. I am Nan.
Yeah.
And once they have pride and they can see the opportunity, they will be the one who go back and develop. Of course, we need to have some development
but
as well.
With the whole thing with this one, Kobkarn, we both know this is achievable, but at the end of the day, it's all about education, right? So, I mean, sometimes people, they have initiative to create something, but at the same time, to communicate between to the consumer and from the seller, there's a gap sometimes because of lack of maybe language barrier, cultural differences. So how do we solve this? You know, it's a challenge for CBT sometimes, not having quality tour guide to explain and to execute the project.
2-3 things that we are now doing for education. For example, like TTM Plus, this is the first time that we have the education forum. So on Friday, we will have the forum, the seminar, for inviting all the guru to share their experience and their wealth with the startup, the students, and the teachers who have interest in this field. That you should not start from zero and experience the bad things. Someone has done that already. So we will share. And learning doesn't mean that you have to start from school. Every day can be a new learning curve. So we start to have more TAT, have the academy and TTM Plus, sacrificing the place and the time of a lot of people. I have heard that around like 500 people will join. They would like to learn. You learn from experts. You learn from people how to make a good, sustainable tourism, quality destination that can be achieved by younger generation. Shortcut, but better. And at the same time, in terms of CBT, We are now working together with we call Alcohol. They are the expert in doing this. So we are now working with them. We are not expert. We can say many things, but the one who really work together with the community, they are. And so we are now MOU with them. You do it for us.
Yes.
And we go together because you have already created 7 great models
Yes.
of community-based tourism.
Check out more exclusive iTravel content by clicking on the video tiles, and don't forget to subscribe. You can also stay up to date with all things iTravel by following us on Twitter and liking our Facebook page. Thanks for watching.